Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Apologize for being late. I had to share. I don't know. Sometimes, you just have to share. I don't know. It's just, and that's that. So, I'm Reverend Debbie. I'm so glad to have you all here today. For those of you who did not wake up this morning with a beautiful, small layer of snow, you missed beautiful weather. Really beautiful. It was so pretty to look out on it this morning. And it'll be gone on Wednesday. So that's how come I can say this. Okay. Our statement for truth is there is a power for good in the universe and you can consciously use it. I say consciously because we're always using it. I mean, if you're thinking, you're using it. So the more consciously aware we are of our thoughts, the better we can use it. And that is our mission here, is to teach, demonstrate, and inspire that spiritual, conscious approach to living. So now's a good time to check cell phones. And I'm really pleased that you guys all came and joined us today. All of you. So thank you for that. And they're back, Carl and Victoria. Here they are.
Thank you, oh thank you, oh thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. This beautiful, beautiful, this beautiful life. This beautiful, beautiful, this beautiful life. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Oh, thank you, oh, thank you. Thank you.
I love that version. Very pretty. She's so creative, isn't she? Okay, now it's time for our group reading. You will find it on the screen. You will also find it in your program. Join me as we read together. Actually, we're going to declare together. I am ready to deepen my conviction in the power and the presence for good. I am ready to apply it in my daily life. I am ready to receive God's highest blessings. I am ready to live from a higher level of beingness. I am ready to be a transformative light in the world. Yeah, let's do that. Yes. Okay. Now, if you would join me in a centering prayer, let us just sort of take some wonderful breaths of all of this incredible energy in this room. This room is filled with such love and such light and the essence of spirit, because each of us, right here and right now, is sitting on holy ground. Because we are here. And I just take that in, reminding myself there is no place where spirit is not. Reminding myself that spirit is expressing in, through, and as each one of us, working for each and every one of us, and experiencing its creation as we experience our life. That is how powerful we are. And so I just allow that power to fill me. I just breathe and give thanks. Give thanks for all that has been, all that is, all that will be. Give thanks for allowing Spirit to do the heavy lifting. And giving thanks for this life, knowing that all is well and all will be well, despite any appearances. And so it is. All right. Candle lighting. I am going to invite practitioner Jeff to come up and light our flames of faith. We are an all-inclusive organization and center, and we acknowledge all faiths, all religions, and recognize that they all have their own unique path to the one. So we light the candle in honor of the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium the natural way. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as a path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. You were quick, huh? And then, in laughter, I invite us to recognize that spark within, that part of us that just sort of knows our truth. Thank you. Thanks, Jeff, for just zooming right through that. Okay. And now I'm going to invite Colleen to come up and do an inspirational reading.
Good morning, everyone. Happy first snow. Today's reading is from a book called The 30 Laws of Flow by Charlene Day, and it's a 30-day plan to magnify your flow of time, money, and productivity, and general well-being. So today's reading says, gratitude is in harmony with abundance and is closely aligned with the law of attraction. With the law of gratitude, being thankful for what you already have makes you realize just how wonderfully blessed you are. The more grateful and consciously appreciative you are of what you have, you can amplify blessings and abundance into your life. Being grateful for aspects of your life will also rouse the sense of great delight. More conscious people give thanks for what most people ordinarily take for granted. Those expressing appreciation of life are generally more willing to exercise, be less depressed, and live life fully. When you're feeling grateful for what you currently have, rather than dwelling on what you don't yet have, you will deal much better with life's little hiccups. When you feel gratitude, those negative feelings of anger, hatred, fear, and despair, and so on, lessen and disappear. The positive will always dispel the negative. When you are grateful for what you already have, then the universe will magnify many more good things into your life. Another technique using this law occurs when you give thanks in advance for what you want to occur. You feel the gratitude while seeing your visualization as if you have already received it. Doing so, you are transmitting very powerful signals to the universe. This speeds up the process of manifesting what you want, have, or do. Being in gratitude puts you closer to the universal intelligence or God energy. Living in gratitude is working in harmony with the other laws of the universe. Gratitude is very powerful. It is spiritual currency. It will increase your faith and your happiness. It is a very high energy vibration of thought which acts like a magnet. The entire process of receiving on the mental, spiritual, and material planes can be summed up as being in a state of grace. Imagine saying the really and really feeling, for this day I am grateful. Thank you.
Here's a tune called Beautiful, Powerful, Bountiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Here in the light that surrounds us, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are powerful. Spirit, we are powerful, trusting in the mind that guides us. We are powerful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Thank you for the life that sustains us. We are bountiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Here in the light that surrounds us, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are powerful. Spirit, we are powerful, trusting in the mind that guides us. We are powerful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Spirit, we are bountiful. Thank you for the life that sustains us. We are bountiful. Spirit, we are beautiful. Spirit, we are powerful. Spirit, beautiful. Spirit, bountiful. Spirit, beautiful. Spirit, powerful. Spirit, beautiful. Spirit, bountiful.
Thank you. And now it's time for the main act. Reverend Joanne.
Thank you. Thank you, Debbie, and thank you for our music this morning. It was beautiful. Thank you for the reading. So this month we've been talking about ultimate power tools, and if you look on the back, I wouldn't have had to work so hard at at summarizing this stuff because it's summarized very nicely on the back of your program. But we started out with these ultimate power tools. Debbie started talking about enthusiasm, and that word enthusiasm is sort of like God filling us is what enthusiasm is. And talking about getting enthusiastic about what we do here, getting enthusiastic about having a faith that can make a difference to other people, sharing it. So that was the first Sunday. Then I talked about faith rightly placed. Where is faith rightly placed? We place faith in the goodness of the universe, or we place faith in fear. What could happen? Bad things. So faith rightly placed is placed in God, knowing that all things work together for good. And then we talked about, last week Debbie talked about getting plugged in. Your power tools don't do any good. They look nice and shiny, but unless you plug them in and use them, they don't do any good. So that's what Debbie was talking about last week. And today we're talking about the power of a grateful heart. Ernest Holmes, the founder of the Science of Mind philosophy, said that gratitude is salutary, which means there's something that comes back. It's not just, oh, I'm just grateful. When we're grateful, our arms are open and good stuff is coming to us, and that is the truth. So that's kind of where we're at today. So we're going to look at two questions. What emotions cannot live with gratitude, excuse me, an attitude of gratitude, and what emotions can live in an attitude of gratitude. And first of all, I'm going to talk about emotions that cannot live in an attitude of gratitude. To me, this was kind of news, but what's exciting is that it's true. If you are in an attitude of gratitude, you cannot entertain some of these negative attitudes that don't serve you. And I'm gonna ask you to think about these. I'm going to list them. And I'm going to list some of these things. And as I list them, I want you to think a little bit about what resonates with you. What are some of these emotions that you might have kind of pets that you like to keep down in there? And in a bit, we're going to do a little meditation to release them. So this is the list. Think about things like what has taken up residence in here? Despair. You ever live in despair? I lived in despair for a very short period of time. Seems like 1,000,000 years ago. And I have never lived in despair. You got your problems, you get your problems, but despair is like giving up. So despair. Anxiety. Unforgiveness. If you got any of that in your life, put it at the top of the list to get rid of. Unforgiveness. Frustration. Selfishness, hatred, judgment, shame, worthless. These things are worthless. Doubt, jealousy, resentment, sadness. And then the biggest emotions that cannot live with an attitude of gratitude are anger and fear. Let's think about getting rid of these things. We can release them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a brief meditation. I'm going to ask you to relax in the chair where you're sitting, and I want to remind you that when we do this, you are in a safe place. This is a room, absolutely, I think Debbie already told us, this is a room filled with love. So you are in a safe place. So it's okay to shut your eyes. It's okay to let your guard down and be open to the words that I'm saying. Because what we're doing is we're touching into whatever that list resonated with you. What is the emotion that's not serving you that you'd like to release? So let's all take a deep breath. Just relax in the chair where you're sitting. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. And I like to just visualize this love, this creator, this all there is, this God stuff as a light. It's a white light that just envelops each of us, that light comes in probably from the very top of our head down into our scalp and our face, our neck, our shoulders, our arms, and our hands, moving down into our torso. And as this white light of love and power and goodness moves through us, as we're aware of it, it's always there, but as we become aware of it, let's be aware that it gently removes any negative emotion that it is keeping us from our good, be it anger or fear or despair, unforgiveness, whatever that is. Let that light of love gently just remove that emotion. Let it just gently be moved through our body as that white light moves through our torso, hips, and to our legs and knees and calves, down to our ankles and feet and out, dissipating any emotion that doesn't serve us, dissipating it to its nothingness. And I invite you just to take a moment right now and see yourself in this white light of love and goodness and joy and power. Just bask in it for a moment. Deep breath, just basking in all that goodness. And now gently wiggle your fingers and toes. When you're ready, open your eyes and bring your consciousness back to this room, to the chair you're sitting. So I love that. We got the power to do that. Why, thank you. Thank you. We have the power. Pardon? It's the only we have. We have the power to speak our word and say, I'm done with unforgiveness. I'm done with despair. I'm done with anything that doesn't. We have the power to do that. We just did it. And just know that that power is always within you. As I was preparing for today's message, I ran across this poem by a woman named Reverend Sapphire Rose. Do you know who she is, Debbie? She's one of the Science of Mind ministers. Have you heard of her, Joan? Anyway, Sapphire Rose. But she wrote this about letting go, and I thought it was so apropos, and I'm just going to share it with you. She let go. Without a thought or a word, she let go. She let go of her fear. She let go of judgments. She let go of the confluence of opinions swarming around in her head. She let go of this committee of indecision within her. She let go of the right reasons, wholly, completely, without hesitation or worry. She just let go. She didn't ask anyone for advice. She didn't read a book about how to let go. She didn't search the scriptures. She just let go. She let go of all the memories that held her back. She let go of all the anxiety that kept her from moving forward. She let go of the planning and all of the calculations about how to do it just right. This is what I do. She didn't promise to let go. She didn't journal about it. She didn't write the projected date in her daytimer. You know, again, this is me. I like to get all those I's dotted and T's crossed. She made no public announcement, put no ad in the paper. She didn't check the weather report or read her daily horoscope. She just let go. She didn't analyze whether she should let go. She didn't call her friends to discuss the matter. She just let go. See how we sometimes think of all kinds of reasons to get in our way before we actually let go of the things that are holding us back. No one was around when it happened. There was no applause, no congratulations. No one thanked or praised her. No one noticed a thing. Like a leaf falling from a tree, she just let go. There was no effort or struggle. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad. It was what it was. It is just that. In the space of letting go, she let it all be. A small smile came over her face. A light breeze blew through her, and the sun and the moon shone forevermore. Isn't that a lovely way to let go? So this is what we did, you know, the things that don't serve us, let them go. You got the power to do that. That's what we're talking about this month, using this power. Let those things, get them out of the way and make way for the good in your life. So what emotions can live inside of gratitude? I was reading something, you know, the word paranoia, where you think everybody's out to get you, everything's bad. Well, there's another word. I'd never heard of this word. It's called pronoia. I think I said it right. Pronoia. Yeah, Jenny knows. Pronoia. And that is trusting in the universe. That is a belief that everything works together for good. Let's have a little of that pronoia going on here. So we've cleared this space, and now we got to fill it, because we know the universe abhors a vacuum, just like your garden. You know, get all that stuff planted, and everything is good. But if you don't look out, guess what? If there's a little spot there, those weeds are going to start coming up. Not weeds you planted, just weeds that are going to show up. And this is what we have to be aware of in our life too. We got to be aware that we can pull these weeds and get rid of them from our lives. We can fill this vacuum with the good. And so here's an example of some of the emotions that we can experience when we're in a state of gratitude: compassion, abundance, fulfillment, appreciation, acceptance, hope, harmony, happiness, freedom, peace, joy, purpose, passion, understanding, enthusiasm, energy. Nice stuff to know that we can just embrace these things. And of course, the mother of all emotions that live inside gratitude is love. L-O-V-E, love. And I asked Colleen Wilkinson, who works with me in the prisons. We go to Lino Lakes every Tuesday night. And I asked her if she would come up here and talk a little bit about how this center has helped her to experience love in a different way. And of course, we both gravitate to our work in the prisons because it is just so meaningful to us. We feel so good when we're there, and she picks me up, coming and going. We can jabber and plan and discuss. It's very fun. And so she had family in here for the weekend, and she said, I can't be there, but I can write up something for you to read. So she didn't hurry this along. This came about 8:30 last night. So I was very happy that she took the time to do this. And here's what she said. Remember, we're thinking about living in gratitude and having love in our life. Colleen says, I joined Reverend Joanne almost exactly 1 year ago for her spiritual living circles at Lino Lakes Correctional Facility. I spent most of my career working with unhoused and or unemployed people, many formerly incarcerated people. So when the opportunity presented itself, I didn't hesitate. I knew this was an opportunity to demonstrate our foundational spiritual principles. You know, this is walking the walk, talking the talk. That belief in the oneness of the universe and that we are each perfect, whole, and complete beings. That I recognize the wholeness at the center of each human being. You know, and how vital this is. I mean, it's especially vital for these guys in prison who really have not been told they are perfect, whole, and complete. They don't hear that very often. And sometimes we are hard on ourselves and we're not open to hearing it either. I want everybody to know and experience this for themselves. I want everyone to know and feel that their presence in this world is sacred. I want to be a part of an active expression of namaste. Namaste is the word, it's from the Hindu, and it means that light of God within me recognizes the light of God within you. And that light is within each and every one of us. So it's a beautiful greeting. Namaste. Most of the people we meet on Tuesday nights come back week after week, so we come to learn things about one another as time goes by, just like we do in most human relationships. And a common thread, a common experience amongst most of the participants is that they've had a life bereft of any sense of connection. Not with family, not with peers during school, not with friends, certainly not with themselves. Our meetings cultivate deeper connections for everyone in the circles, including me. First of all, any usual ideas about incarcerated people hiding in my psyche are challenged, and my own understanding of a community of wholeness grows and expands each week. I am so grateful to know the divine through yet another expression. Secondly, these are honest conversations we have with one another, and they include sharing and listening from the heart. In this atmosphere, it is easy to see and understand, or in other words, it is easy to experience that our innermost nature is a loving and giving one. It is incredibly enriching, incredibly affirming experience for me, spiritually speaking. Love is circulating in our spiritual living circles, and we are all knowing the divine together. Words from Colleen. I just thought that was lovely. So, Ernest Holmes says that love is the grandest healing and drawing power on earth. So let's kind of remember that. As we live in gratitude, let's just be open to that love. The emotion that's most alive in the presence of gratitude is love. So why not really resonate on that? And so, in light of that, thinking about a little homework for you this week, I want to just suggest that you think about starting your day and ending your day with gratitude. And I'm talking about before you put your feet on the floor in the morning. Just think, what am I grateful? It makes a big difference in how you start your day. Just makes it lighter. It's going to be a better day instead of when you wake up to that alarm, oh, I got to get going, whatever. No, just take your time. It doesn't have to be a 15-minute ritual or something. Just take time to look around, feel the warmth of those blankets and that lovely pillow. I love to think about, oh boy, I'm going to be drinking that first cup of coffee pretty soon. I'm grateful for that. All kinds of things to be grateful for. And the same thing at night. When I go to bed at night, I like to enumerate the people that I love and bless them, be grateful for them and bless them. What a great way to go to sleep. I sleep like a baby. I don't give that credit to anything, but I do sleep like a baby. It's a blessing. So just think about that. Try it just say to yourself, set an intention to do this for a week. And my guess is if you do this for a week, you're going to say, I like that. I'm going to keep doing it. So let be that your homework, if you will. Now, in prison, we do some experiential stuff. And that word experiential sometimes turns people off because they know they got to do something. They got to be part of this. They got to respond. Last Tuesday night, I thought, well, this is going to be easy for these guys. I'm going to come up with an experiential, we like to get them talking, make sure that everybody, everyone's voice is heard. So I said, let's go around, say our name, and let's say, here's a movie that I saw that I didn't like, and it seemed like everybody else in the world liked it. I thought that was kind of fun. They can talk about why they didn't like it and blah, blah, blah. So it was easy for me. English Patient, boring. And Love Story. Now, most of you won't remember Love Story. You're maybe too young, but Love Story. Ally McGraw and Ryan O'Neal. Just did not like those people. And I didn't like the story. I just didn't like it. And didn't that win awards too? I don't know. But I did not like that movie. So we went around and we get to this one guy and he said, I just want to say that whenever you come up with stuff like this is my pet peeve. He said, when you ask me to do something like this, my mind goes completely blank. So we gave him a pass. I love this guy dearly. He is the kind of guy that wants so much to change his life. He wants good in his life. He wants to be a good person. He wants to be a normal person. And he feels like this. He feels like, you ask me to do something, I can't, it's just gone. My mind is just, and so he's working really hard to be a normal person. And I pray for him every day that the highest and best for whatever his higher power has in mind for him. So enough of that. You know what experiential is. Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do, just for a short period of time, is turn to someone that's sitting next to you and tell them something for which you're grateful, something that you love, for which you're grateful. Love my cat, unconditional love. Well, that's not true. No cat has got unconditional love. That's your dog. but it's something in your life for which you're grateful and that you really feel love. So I will watch the clock somehow or other. I can't see it. Is that okay, I think I see it. So it's like take 30 seconds for one person and then 30 seconds for the next, and then I will call you back to the here and now. And if we don't have time to finish this exercise, we will be having coffee later. So you can mingle among yourselves and continue the conversation. So at this point, I would ask you to turn the person next to you and share with them something that you're grateful for, something that you love. Speak among yourselves. Make sure your partner gets a chance to speak too. Okay, thank you. I might have lost track of the second hand. I can't quite see that far. So, as I said, you can finish the conversation over coffee. And right now, I would ask you to get comfortable in your seats, and I would like to close with a spiritual mind treatment, which is simply an affirmative prayer. I will say it in first person like it's for me. It is also for you. So take a deep breath. And I know there is but one power in the universe, and it is the power of all love. It is peace and joy and abundance and all the good stuff. It has the perfect solution to any perceived dilemma in my life. And I know that very power that created everything and everyone, is the same power that experiences life in, through, and as its creation. In, through, and as me. In, through, and as everyone. Giving our thoughts, our words, our expectations, our beliefs, power. And even though I sometimes don't remember to count my blessings, be grateful, sometimes I kind of let the fear and anger things take over. Other emotions that don't serve me, sometimes I let them in. But I now set an intention to make gratitude a habit in my life. Before I get up in the morning, before I go to sleep at night. As I do this, as I practice gratitude, there's no room for anger or fear or unforgiveness or any emotion that doesn't serve me. And when I do this, my heart is filled with love. Just let that love pulsate and radiate. Let that love within me radiate to everything and everyone in my world. And I'm grateful that this is the way that law works. This is the way that life works. I speak my word, and it is done unto me as I believe. And I release these words now to that beneficent conspiracy for perfect manifestation, and so it is. So it is.
It's all about allowing peace within, in absolute surrender, so serenity begins. For when the storm subsided and calm becomes a wave, it's all about allowing it to stay. It's all about allowing love to flow. It's setting down your burdens and just simply letting go. For as you cease to struggle and love pours through your heart, it's all about allowing it to start. Now feel it warm and shining, new with promise, strong, undying, love different than any you have known. And now the seed is sown. It's all about allowing change to show, then living in the moment like it's all you'll ever know. And though it won't be easy, you can truly say you tried, for it's all about allowing it inside. Is sown. It's all about allowing love to flow. It's setting down your burdens and just simply letting go. For as you cease to struggle and love pours through your heart, it was all about allowing it to start.
So believe it or not, they pick their own songs. It's not like, it's not like we talk about it. It's kind of perfect, isn't it? It is perfect. Okay, I want to thank you both. It was lovely. And now is our time for giving. And, this is a time of year where all nonprofits are asking for money, right? I mean, it's just the time of year.
Just this time of year.
Well, yeah. It's a special time of year. So if there is anything that you guys would like to do in terms of a special gift, be it money, be it stock, whatever, we want to thank you in advance. And there are some people who have taken on the challenge, and we want to thank you too with all of our hearts and all of our love. But the idea is a healthy, sound community, and I want everybody to know that financially, our reserve isn't what it was, but we've got a reserve. And so for that, let's just be thankful, okay? Oh, so grateful. And being inspired today, instead of putting our hands on our hearts, let's just lift up, man. And let's just know that we are here to give, we are here to receive, pressed down, multiplied, running over, and this is the truth. Yes. All right.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
All right, we bless the gifts. We bless the givers. We've got a gift for you, and that's the gift of spiritual mind treatment. So if there's something that you're working through and you want some support one-on-one, you can see one of our practitioners, or you can fill out a prayer request. And if you're online, you can go to our website, cslminneapolis.org, and you can fill out a prayer request form there. Also, if there is something that you would like us to acknowledge to the whole community, let us know, and we will do that as well as posted in our newsletter. So, practitioners today, we have Celeste, we have Jeff, we have Dee Ray, we have Colleen, we have Joan, we have the both of us. Yeah, the both of us. I keep forgetting that. Okay, so there's that. Last Sunday was Everything Pumpkin Sunday, and it was really fun, I have to tell you. Those of you who missed it are probably a couple of pounds lighter than those of us who didn't, but it was worth it, and the fellowship was fabulous. So this building will be closed on Christmas Eve Day and New Year's Eve Day. So on New Year's Eve Day, we can't let that day go by, because that's when we use the burning bowl to let go of what we don't want to take into the new year. We have a white stone that we use to set our word of intention for the year ahead. So Jeff and I are going to be honored to host a brunch that Sunday, the last Sunday of the year. So it's going to start at 10. It's going to be a short little ritual kind of a thing, and then we'll break bread. There is a sign-up sheet on the information table. There's also something on the web if you want to sign up that way. And it's a potluck brunch, so you're welcome to bring something, or not. Either way, it's all good. So I wanted to get that on everybody's calendar. That's the first thing. Second thing is we will, Reverend Joanne and I will do an online service on Christmas Eve day, so that'll be available online. We've got the book study still going, thanks to Celeste. It's the basic ideas of the science of mind, so you can go online and get the details on that. And if you've got any questions, info@cslminneapolis.org always works. And whoever answers that knows much more than I do. So just whatever. And I know that Joan has her own announcement about an upcoming class.
Hello, everybody. We will be having a foundations class starting the second week of January. It's a 10-week class, and foundations is a class where you really, for myself, when I took my first foundations class, it's a 10-week class, and you really get a chance to get to know the people in your center. I remember there was a gentleman that was attending. I took my first foundations class 16 years ago, and Greg was a gentleman who was attending our center, and he was this really quiet guy. I had never said 2 words to him, and we were in the same foundations class, and we kept getting put together the entire class. And by the time the class was done, he was one of my closest friends. It just was this opportunity to really spend time with people who were at my center in a really important way. And the other piece that came out of my first foundations class is Colleen and I have owned our own small business now for 16 years. And it was in that foundations class that that business started. We did our business plan. We did everything during that foundations class. And I don't think if we hadn't been in that class, we wouldn't be where we are 16 years on, you know? So if you've already taken the class, that doesn't mean you can't take it a second time or a third time. So just something to keep in mind. And we'll have people speaking pretty much every Sunday now about their experiences in taking the class. And it's $75. If that is an issue, you just need to talk to me and we'll work it out. But I want everyone who is able and willing and wants to be there to be able to be there. All right? Thank you. Yes?
Where do you take the class? Is it an online class? And tell me a little bit more about what a foundations class is about.
Oh, Jenny, she's always full of those information in the back. It's going to be an online class. It's going to be on Wednesday nights from 7 to 9. And Foundations is about learning the principles of science of mind. So you hear Reverend Joanne and Reverend Debbie up here talking about Ernest Holmes and science of mind and reading from specific books. Well, what this is about is learning about where that started, where that came from, what it's all about. We talk about doing spiritual mind treatment. It really goes into what that's about, what the 5 steps of treatment are like. I mean, I'm in ministerial school now, and I wouldn't be there. Foundations was what started me on that path, you know. And it's a great way to learn what we're talking about here and how it all works together. So, thank you.
And if you want to get to know your real self better, Foundations is kind of the place where you get down and dirty about who you really are and what you really believe and what you're ready to let go of. So there's that. I don't think I'm missing any other announcements, am I? Going once, twice, that's it. I am going to do a short close. We're going to get a blessing. We're going to get a song. We've got coffee. We've got cookies. Nothing like last week, though, I got to tell you, nothing. Okay, and so with that, if you guys would just join me, and let us just take that breath of gratitude. Let's just be thankful that we suited up and showed up today in all of our glory, in all of our pain, in all of our power. That's our truth, and so it is.
May you be at peace. May you know the beauty of your own true nature. May your heart be open. May you be healed. May you be blessed. Namaste.
We're going to close out with a little tune by Eric Bibb. Why don't you all stand up? Blues musician, singer-songwriter. There's a repeat part. You guys will figure it out. All right. You might slip, you might slide, you might stumble and fall by the roadside, but don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, you're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. You walk with the rich, walk with the poor, learn from everyone, that's what life is for. And don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Some say yes, some say no. Some people wait and see which way the wind's gonna blow. But don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, we're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around. Well, I might say things that sound strange to you, and I might preach the gospel, I believe it's true. I won't let nobody drag my spirit down. Don't let nobody drag my spirit down. Yes, I'm walking up to heaven. I won't let nobody turn you around. You might slip, you might slide, you might stumble and fall by the roadside, but don't you ever let nobody drag your spirit down. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Remember, you're walking up to heaven. Don't let nobody turn you around.